With Sonia or Sophia Baram and Daniel Tioumentsev, United States pair skaters, world junior champions. Congratulations again. That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
So this was a very interesting season for you. You had lots of success in the Junior Grand Prix and Junior Final and now Junior Worlds. Can you sum up your experience of the season, please?
Well, I guess amazing is one way to put it. This is definitely after highlight, like the best year I've ever had. We got to go out, compete internationally, meet so many new friends, and compete at such amazing events and have the experience that we've never had before. Yeah, honestly.
I would also put it as a truly unbelievable experience. It was amazing to get to know a lot of people, and it was amazing to go to other countries and taste their good food. And it was very interesting to get to know other countries, like culture. We always went out to the city, and overall it was just a really great experience for us to learn.
Definitely traveling the world was really fun.
So you went to Italy for the final, to Poland?
Poland,
Grand Prix,
yes.
and
Poland and
Czech.
Czech.
Czech Republic.
Yes.
Yeah. So which place stands out?
I love Czech the most. First international, and will probably be the most fun competition I've ever had. It was so much fun.
I would probably say Italy, the GGP final, because the event was just really cool, and then the city was also really nice. I think I don't know. It felt like an actual, something like a dream come true to be at an international competition and represent the United States, which was very, very exciting. So I think that one stands out for me the most.
So what do you think you have? What's it like the biggest takeaway from this first international season for you? What do you think you've learned, especially?
Honestly, anything is possible as long as we put in a lot of dedication and work into it. There's a lot of things that I thought I would never get to do because of this, because of these competitions. So, looking forward to continuing on day by day and see what happens. But yeah.
I don't know how to add on to that. It's good enough already.
And you also have grown as skaters. I mean, because you added more difficulty to your program. So how do you feel you have evolved throughout the season?
I think you can see if you watch back from Czech Republic how we were skating kind of tiny, like little babies on the ice, and now we're like maturing into our teammates Alex and Brandon. I always they inspire me to skate bigger. You see her warming up, she's skating big. And if you see me warming up, I'm skating small. And so I try to look up to that.
Yeah, we definitely evolved a lot throughout the season. When we started at our first GGP, we were like, we don't know what's going on. I don't know. We just got to do our programs, and we'll see what happens from there. And then as we kept coming to these internationals, we felt more and more comfortable. We started opening up a bit more, started skating much more stronger, started doing more harder elements. So then we got up to Worlds, and we put our all in, and we went all out, and yeah. So.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked very well. So
Yeah.
you skated very well, and you took the title. Now, you started skating together 2.5 years ago?
Just about 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago. So how did it come that you got together as a pairs team?
Well, our parents were contacting each other from time to time, trying to nip us into getting us a tryout.
Yeah.
And we looked at Daniel. Well, I was looking for a partner search, so I looked at Daniel and a couple of other people, but he stood out to me, and I was like, I really like him. Can we try out with him? And so our parents kind of were texting back and forth, planning out maybe something to try out, and we had a tryout. And I think the first day was a bit tough, but then I remember I think it was a 3-day. I think the last day, it was the best one where we finally got to like click our skating.
For sure. I mean, we started doing double twists within like a few days, and this was just a tryout too, and it went. I think the trial went so well that we were like, oh yeah.
I remember I was taking from Chris Knierim for around 3 months, so my twist has gone so much better. And then I did it with Daniel, and I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, that's small. We need to work on that.
Yeah, over time it got better. But yeah, I mean, I think also, we both had very little pair experience too. So I mean, we were kind of new to the pair disciplines. So I think that was good. And then we also had great coaches. We had Todd and Jenny, obviously, and then Chris Knierim also helping us out, and
Christine Binder helped us with the stroking a lot.
So it was a lot of work for sure, but here we are.
Yeah, so, and it's going pretty fast. As you said, you didn't have much pair experience. What prompted you to try pair skating?
Well, I've always wanted to do pair skating when I was 9 years old, and my mom finally got me to do it when I was probably 10 to 11. I can't remember. It's somewhere in between there. But I was always asking, and she's like, no, it's too dangerous. I don't want you to do it.
But why did you want to do it so much?
Because I really liked watching lifting on YouTube. I would always watch, and I would be like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah, I actually got in quite opposite from Sonia. My mom is the one that got me into it, and I'm the one that didn't want to do it. But yeah, after a while, I started really liking it, and I thought, I was like,
and it's easier than singles.
Yeah.
Because it's only 2 jumps.
Yeah.
Lots of other difficult elements,
Yeah.
throws and
Complicated lifts and all that.
Yeah, and death spirals. It's not so easy to learn. What was for you the easiest element to pick up in pairs when you started
Triple
together?
twist.
Triple twist, yeah.
Super easy. We got it within a month.
Yeah, because for some people this is like the hardest element.
I think like the first week he came back to like try out. We basically had another tryout for a week before he wanted to stay, and we were doing double twist I think for like 4 days, and then we already tried triple twist and it was fine.
Yeah, I think for the first few months, we progressed really fast into like getting to know each other and trying to like sync up and doing all these hard, difficult elements, just getting to know the basics. And yeah, so after that, it just went up. So never went down.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, what is maybe the hardest element, if there was any?
Throw triple.
Throw triple.
I only got it this season, like a couple weeks before this competition.
Yeah, that's just making sure that I'm throwing her correctly and not throwing her too hard or too low, like.
I think he's always struggled with that, and I always struggle with having a strong right leg.
Yeah, those throws are
And
the
I'm
hardest.
really used to, like, I've done singles my entire life, and so when I pull in on a throw triple, I sometimes over-rotate into a quad.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, what just happened?
She's
Because
really.
it's so high, and so my instinct is just to, like, pull in and just stay in that, and stay in the rotation.
Yeah.
So that was also hard to find the timing to check out.
Yeah, she's really efficient with her rotation. So I remember when we started learning triple throws, she would over-rotate him all the time. And it was like, just might as well go do quad at that point.
Yeah, don't bother with triples.
Don't bother with triples, just do quad, yeah.
What do you want to develop and work on in the future in your skating? Which elements?
I definitely want harder lifts. Our lifts are very basic right now.
Yeah, more interesting lifts, more creative lifts for sure.
I also want more, like, unique choreography, maybe unique music too. I think our music was pretty like average this year.
Yeah, so get a little more into character, more fun transitions, more be more creative next season. So try to stand out a little bit more than what we did here. So, but yeah.
What ideas maybe do you already have, and how much are you involved in this process of selecting the theme and the music?
Nothing. We've done nothing so far. I think we're gonna take a little break before we come back to train, but I'm not sure yet. We're just gonna come back to home and rest.
We're still taking it day by day right now because, as you know, with ISU and what they're doing with their age thing. So.
Yeah, we also have to take that into consideration.
So, but I mean, that's probably still not going to stop us from, trying fun stuff. Even if we don't, come to a complete conclusion after our vacation, like, we'll still probably go out there and do some fun stuff.
And how much do you participate in that process of selecting music and scenes?
I think it's a fair split. I think it's like a fair split between everyone, the coaches and us.
You didn't pick our short program music.
No, but I did. Was the one that had to say yes.
I think our choreographer picked our long program music, and I think Todd found our short program music.
Yeah. Maybe this year we can.
You didn't really care, actually.
Yeah,
you were like, whatever, I like the music, it's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to start making programs at that point. I just want to start running programs and be like, okay, let's see how this goes. I want to, yeah. I think I was like, oh, I just want to start doing lifts now. I just want to start, doing fun things, and yeah.
Yeah. As for the future, as you said, we have to wait and see what the decision will be. But it looks like there's a proposal that has high chances of going through. Is that raise the age limit for the juniors so that you could compete in juniors. So that would be at least good to have international competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it's great. You said you are committed to stay together.
We're gonna try to stay together, even if even if ISU goes not the way we wanted to go. But again, we're taking it day by day. We really don't have anything ahead planned. So obviously, I don't want to leave Sonia. She's a great partner. She's the best partner I've ever had. We've accomplished so much, and she's like my little sister. So both on and off the ice. So yeah, I mean, we'll see.
You seem to get along very well, yeah.
Sometimes.
We have ups and downs, but I mean, what team doesn't? It's like every team has their ups and downs. So.
Yeah, it's like the challenges, because two personalities, and then you have to work together, and but you have the same goal, so it puts you together, I guess.
If we lived in a perfect world, it'd probably be boring. So.
So when you have some disagreements, what is it about?
He hates being wrong. He does not like being wrong, and whenever he is wrong, he gets angry. And he's like, no. And I've learned to deal with that a lot. It's happening a lot.
I try to prove your point sometimes.
It doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't work. She always ends up being right.
Yeah. That's and you are still. I mean, you're very young, but you seem really. You know what you want.
I learned that from my mom. My mom has been teaching me ever since I was 12.
Yeah, your mom is a figure skating coach. This brings us to a little bit to the background. Yeah. So, and she's coaching singles. Yeah. So how is it when your mom gives you some advice?
Well, there is some points where I get annoyed whenever my mom gives me advice in the middle of her lessons. I'm like, But I've learned over the past year how to deal with my emotions and how to deal with my anxiety and stress, because I had it was really bad at some point, and I've learned to cope with it, and it's gone so much better. And I can take advice from my mom, I can talk to my mom, but I can talk to her as a mom, and I can talk to her as my coach. That's the main difference, and I'm really proud that I can do that now, because I couldn't do that when I was younger. I always talk to her as my coach, and now I'm happy I could talk to her as her daughter.
Yeah, that's cool. And so she was a skater herself?
Yes, my mom was a figure skater, and she, I think, had all her triples. And she trained in Ukraine, I believe. And that's all I can say.
And do your parents have some figure skating background?
Yeah, so my mom is also a coach. She's also a single skater coach. She trains at a different facility, not in California where we train. But yeah, my mom was also a figure skater. She trained in Russia in her teen years. So I think she was a national level competitor. Yeah, and then I think she also has a degree in like sports. So yeah.
So then both your mothers moved to the U.S.
Yes.
And your dads too.
Yes.
So your family's from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Your family's from Russia.
Yes.
And that's why both you also speak Russian, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's always good to know an
Yeah.
extra language.
Yeah.
And that's also how your parents knew each other, right? When they said they wanted to get you together, they were texting each other, so they
Yes.
knew each other
Yeah.
because they were both there coaching,
Yeah.
Yes.
They're coaching and they knew each other when they were like
skating.
skaters. They probably have met before.
Yeah, they definitely have met each other at like competitions for sure in like the States, like when they had all local competitions, but yeah. But they definitely know each other very well.
So that's very, it's like matchmaking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, but what is your first memory of skating? Because then you both started young, I guess.
Ooh, I remember.
My first memory of skating was at this local ice rink, and I was doing the chicken dance song. And I remember I was crying because I had a different coach, like a young coach, and I didn't want him to go on the ice with me. I wanted my mom. I was like, "Mommy, no, I need you." And so she finally did. And I remember I had a part where I fell on the ice and I had to get up, and I didn't get back up. I was just like laying there. It's super funny.
Yeah, I don't think mine is as interesting as Sonia's, but for me it was like I was born in Texas, so we only had ice in the winter time, and then in the summer everything would be melted, so we couldn't really skate. But it was actually in a coliseum. They made ice, and I think they had hockey there, only hockey. They occasionally had public ice, and my mom just brought me on the ice and just started teaching me. I eventually started doing hockey and figure skating, and then my mom was like, he's going to be a figure skater, so she switched me off hockey and she put me to figure skating.
So you had not much choice.
No, not really. Not really. I just got put into it.
So I heard you're a very busy person, Daniel,
Yes.
because you are not only skating, you are also studying and working.
Yes.
So how does it work out with all the?
Oh man.
When do you sleep?
Our schedule, I think, always starts at 10 in the morning. So he tries to come 15 minutes before the session. And we warm up, we get on the ice, we do our job, we rest, we get back on the ice. Then he leaves and then
Yes.
goes to work.
Yeah, so for me, I kind of, this is kind of like a recent thing that just happened too. So I was actually never this busy. So for the past 6 months, I was wake up at like 10 in the morning, do the skating up until like around 12 or 1, and then do a little bit of school, and then after that, go straight to work. And I get home around like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at night sometimes, and yeah, wake up at 10 again and just continue
3
on.
in the morning.
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
What's your job?
I'm a SpaceX propulsion technician, so essentially building rockets. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
How did you get into that?
It's I have a passion for aerospace. I love space flight, and I love the fact that we get to go explore Mars and all that stuff. So I'm actually studying to become a mechanical engineer, and I want to become a rocket engineer one day. So hopefully send humans to Mars or the moon, and explore the vast distance of space. So that's yeah. And the first time I heard about spaceflight was back in like 2011 when I was in 3rd grade. I saw the space shuttle go up, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then saw the astronauts floating, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. So yeah. ever since then I've been like involved in it, and yeah.
Yeah, that's great. You find this passion. For now, at the moment, you're only sending Sonia into space when you throw her.
Yeah.
He's sending me into gravity.
Yeah. Zero gravity.
So, just to finish off this little interview, can you say 3 things about your partner, Sonia? You go first. Say 3 things, 3 words that describe
words?
Danielle.
Oh, can you do me first? I need to think.
Okay, you
Okay,
can
I'll
do
do it first.
Because mine is easier.
Very happy, high energy, and very dedicated for sure. So, no.
I think you're dedicated. Hardworking, very hardworking, and also like determined to get what's done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.